Okay, now let's go and begin. Oh boy, this is going to be an exciting episode, I must say. For those of you watching in the future, here's a little preview of what's to come. Oh boy, there is quite a big batch that I have received. Now let's just wait until we officially know if the stream is on and if there is an audience that is awaiting for this. Oh, already. Okay, I see people are on here. Hello, hello. All right. Do we only have a handful? Just want to know, if people are starting to come in or let's see. Okay, so we got a decent batch that's already coming up. That's great to see. Hello, everyone. All right, so I think with all that said, since we do have a decent amount of people here, I think we can now go and start this one. All right, so welcome everybody to another round of What's in the Box. Yes, I got a whole bunch of your letters and packages for this episode. And don't forget that later, after I do open everything, I will stick around and I'll just have a chat with you all and do like a little AMA. If you want to ask me anything, feel free to do so. This is just like a fun little stream where we could just go and talk and see what's been going on with our lives or what's happening in general, you know? Anyways, with all that said, I do want to go and show you what I have in store here because I got a pretty big batch so far, both in terms of how many letters and packages that you have sent me, but also some of the size of these things. Like, I got some big boxes going on. And this is going to be pretty exciting to go and get into. So I believe without further ado, why don't we go and actually begin this? Why don't we go and actually open up some of these letters and packages, or well, let's just open them up in general. I almost forgot my knife, by the way, so just need to get this. And let's go and begin by opening our first letter from Adrian Golden from Chandler, Arizona. All right, so there we go. Let's see how we are going to begin this with Adrian's letter. All right. Okay, well, it might just be a letter, but we might have a few more things. Or, oh, this is just or a lot of folding. Okay. Now, let's see what we got here. Greetings, Matt. I'm glad you got my letters last January, though I didn't expect them to come all at the same time. At the time I am writing this one, I am still mourning the loss of Jim Ward and Jeff Garcia, especially since we lost two more Nickelodeon icons at the same time, no less, such as composer Guy Moon and actress Kiana Underwood. I'll admit I was a bit in denial about the thought of a Jimmy Neutron return being canceled now that Garcia is gone, but after listening to what you said in your What's in the Box vid, perhaps it's for the best that Jimmy stays in the past, as doing it without Sheen would lose some of its charm. I just wish Nickelodeon would have treated it better back then. There are times I wish my favorite Nicktoons would make a comeback even to this day, but perhaps they are meant to belong in their time instead of being milked dry. I wish we could have gotten a fourth Jimmy Neutron season, but I guess all I really want is for Nickelodeon to start treating animation better like they used to. To recap what I've written before, I do believe SpongeBob should end the moment Tom Kenny decides to retire, though I think he'll keep doing his the voice until his time is up, because using an AI voice would definitely screw it all up. Even if iconic voices have been through replacement cycles in the past, like with Disney's characters or the Muppets, sometimes this doesn't always work for cartoon characters and TV shows. I don't know for sure why they are still keeping the show around other than profit, but I do know that no animated series can go on forever, even if it tries. It's hard to say that what Steven Hillenburg would have thought of about today, but I feel that he would want fans to remember SpongeBob, not what happened to him. Like Walt Disney and Jim Henson would have said or wanted, the best is to move forward and not to mourn the past forever. So instead of asking, what would the boss do, we should be asking, what would they want us to do? Well, I will say, just to go into this, I mean, that's kind of a complex answer, and sometimes it's for the best to just move forward, even if you have to let go of like the idea of how the past would have been run by and stuff like that. And I say this just looking back into Disney's history, especially when you think about like the 70s and the 80s, when Disney really had that phase of what would Walt do, and that's kind of like an infamous phase that many Disney fans are familiar with, because that's kind of the thing that led to Disney being a bit stuck in the past and resulted in one of their darker times, almost to the point where the company almost kind of like ruined itself. So it's probably for the best that you always have to move forward no matter what, even if it means that you got to go in a new direction that is unlike what the previous bosses would have done. So in the case of Nickelodeon and stuff like that, honestly, like it's best to just keep moving forward instead of just, you know, trying to look back in the past to think about, oh, let's bring it back to its glory days. And that's kind of the unfortunate thing, that a lot of people think that would be the solution in terms of like, how do we fix this problem that the companies have right now? They always think like, oh, we need to make it back to how it used to be. And they always wanted to try to bring things from the past back. And that's a bit of a problem. And I always find this to be a massive problem, especially with fandoms, especially when they're very nostalgic or they're a little too reliant on nostalgia, to the point that they're so reliant on it to the point that they're just stuck in the past, and they think that being stuck in the past would be the solution, when in reality, that's actually more harmful than it would do good. So it's for the best that you just keep moving forward no matter what. Like sometimes, like, yeah, it's good like for bits at a time to look back in the past, but not always. And sometimes it's more of a detriment if you just keep looking in the past for your solutions in the present. Anyways, to sum it all up, it is still hard for me to get through the losses, personal or not, but I understand it's necessary. So instead of being sad about what we lost, I'm trying to feel grateful for what we have gotten, even if it was short-lived. And I know that the beloved actors, artists, composers we've lost will live on in the tunes, characters, music that they've made in our hearts and especially in our minds. Hope you can understand, from AK Golden. P.S. I still have one question about all this. How do characters like the Looney Tunes and the Muppets manage to survive with multiple voices, yet TV characters like Nicktoons only feel like themselves with only one voice? Well, that's a bit of a tricky question to go and answer, because the thing is, with the Muppets and the Looney Tunes, you got to keep in mind that these are old properties. Like it wasn't that long ago that the Muppets celebrated their 70th anniversary, or technically it's been 70 years since Jim Henson started his career with Sam and Friends, which technically that is the official beginning of the Muppets, especially like with the official beginning of Kermit the Frog. And even with the Looney Tunes, I mean, they're like, we have to come in terms with the fact that they're getting closer and closer to being an entire century old. Like we're like there's still like several years left until that time comes, but we are actually getting closer to the Looney Tunes being 100 years old. So keep that in mind. So when it comes to keeping their legacy alive, they have to go and recast. And sometimes there might be some like significant updates where it becomes mandatory that they have to do so. Like with Jim Henson or with Mel Blanc, for example, they kept on doing their voice, they kept on doing those voices until they passed away. And the same could also be said with June Foray as well. So sometimes if you want to keep the characters alive, you have to do the recasting. And I know nowadays recasting beloved characters can be controversial, such as the case with Kermit the Frog when they had to get rid of Steve Whitmire and switch him with Matt Vogel, where it did take him a lot of time. And even to this day, some people are still not comfortable with Matt Vogel still playing as Kermit the Frog because his voice sounds a bit different compared to either Whitmire or Jim Henson. But still, if you want to keep the characters going, you kind of have to do the recast. With Nickelodeon, on the other hand, you got to keep in mind, it's not that old. I think it's like around 30 to 40 years old. Like, it's around that age range. And the actors who have originated all those voices, they're still alive and well. Like people like Carlos Alazraqui or Tom Kenny or Jim Cummings and all those guys, they're still alive. They're still they're not just alive, but they're still alive and they could still do their voices. Like they could still do them just fine. They're not like Nickelodeon is not at the point where they have to face a situation where they need to do some recasts with their big name voices, especially when those voice actors are still very enthusiastic and they're still more than happy to keep their legacy characters alive. Like with Tom Kenny, he's still more than happy to voice SpongeBob after all these years, like after almost 3 decades even. So by that point, I think it's a matter of age. So compared to the Muppets and the Looney Tunes, Nickelodeon is still pretty young, and they have yet to face that moment where they have to consider doing some recasting because the original actors are not capable of doing those voices anymore. And I think I saw him behind. There's also another one. Let's see. Well, there's a bit more here. Also, I wanted to know if you have seen and thought of reviewing the 2024 Harold and the Purple Crayon movie featuring Zachary Levi. I saw it myself when it was in theaters, mainly because the book was one of my favorites, and I watched the HBO animated series it's based on. And I was rather mixed about it. The concept itself is okay, and Levi did a fairly decent performance, but the plot feels like that of 2004's Fat Albert movie. Sorry for sounding controversial. That and the animated bits of the intro were rather short and rushed, nor did they reference the 2002 cartoon series, ironic considering they were both produced by Sony. Overall, I think the movie had potential, but didn't have the best execution. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, there was a part of me that when it comes to Harold and the Purple Crayon, because I've heard a lot of bad things about it. Like a lot of people say it's like one of the worst movies of that year, especially when it's like so bad that Sony didn't want to go and distribute it and they wanted to hand it over to Netflix, and Netflix was there like, nah, we good, fam. You could keep that one. So honestly, I never really thought about actually reviewing it, but it could be an idea for potential AniMat watches in the future. Maybe, but I don't know. I guess we'll see if there really is that much of a demand, if people would want to see me react to Harold and the Purple Crayon. All right, so anyways, thank you, AK Golden. Now, let's go and move on to our next letter here, in which we have the Columbia Basin Job Corp from Moses Lake, Washington, I believe. Okay, or is this from Andrew Ashley? Okay, anyways, let's see what this letter has. Might as well not dilly-dally and see what it has been written. Let's see. I just saw in the comments, like in the chat wall, someone said, it's almost like a wannabe Blue Sky movie. You know, the funny thing is that I believe with Harold and the Purple Crayon, it was actually like, it's actually directed by Carlos Saldana, who is a big player in Blue Sky Studios. So of course it will have that Blue Sky vibe, considering it was from one of the big Blue Sky directors. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so we got you are the best YouTuber now. Oh, that's nice. From Andrew. Oh, I just noticed in the back, like this cute little thing here. Oh, this is nice. I love you and your videos. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Anyways, let's see here. Dear AniMat, I am glad you liked my first fan letter, and I also want to know what you let's see. I'm trying to read the handwriting. I want to know how you vote in characters in an animated movie. I also wonder, do you think of do you think of Saberspark, Phantom Strider, and Cell Specs because I think they are great YouTubers? Or do you... Or what do you think? No. What do you think of them? Because I think they are great YouTubers too, in my opinion. I also would like to ask if you could be in any animated movie or cartoon, what would it be? I am also excited for Minions 3, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, and Toy Story 5. And I want to know, what are your thoughts on these upcoming movies? I am also wondering what inspired you to be a YouTuber reviewing movies. Sincerely, Andrew. P.S. What is the okay, I think it's just like a little pun thing. Okay, so like a few questions. I'm trying to decode like what the first question is. I don't know if I can answer. Sorry about that, but I know that like for the second one with the other YouTubers, like I know like with Saber, Strider, and Cell Specs, I know they're cool people, and I mean I've interacted with them before, like, and even like with Saber and Cell Specs, they were guests in my podcast a while back, and I mean. Again, they're really nice people. They're really cool people. I mean, so, like, I know a lot of people will have different opinions on them as YouTubers, but like as people, they are very chill. Like, they're all great. Let's see. And also, like, just thoughts on upcoming movies. I would say the one I am most excited from your list of 3, like, definitely Toy Story 5. Minions 3 will be like, we'll wait and see. And Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, well, it's a Paw Patrol movie, so I mean, you know, it is what it is with Paw Patrol. So I'm sure it's not going to be something for me because, well, I'm not the target audience for it. But I mean, as long as the kids enjoy it, then, you know, they'll have something fun. All right, so I think with that said, thank you very much, Andrew, for the letter. All right, very nice. Now, let's see what else we have here. The next one that we got is going to be from Shane Vance from Verdonville, West Virginia. I'm getting better with my initials. I am getting better. All right. Is it West Virginia? Just want to make sure, actually. Let's see now. Just want to be sure. Yes, okay, it is West Virginia. Okay, perfect. Just want to be sure. Okay, but I am getting better with my state initials. So, you know, that's one skill that I've been gaining with what's in the box. Funny enough. All right, so okay. Dear AniMat, here are some trivia you missed in the second part of your Blue Sky animation look back with Ice Age 2. Let's see. Roshan was supposed to return. The aquatic villains had a third member. The Food Wonderful Food musical number had a history behind it. Well, yeah, I know it was based on Oliver. You know, well, it's like a musical number from Oliver. Scratch scene were redrawn, and he had planned on joining the herd. There was a teen saber-toothed tiger named Joe Jr. and Ellie's backstory was Queen Latifah's idea. All right. You know, I don't want to be that guy to say, like, what's your source, man? But I would like to know, like, where are the, like, if you could also tell me, like, where you have heard the additional info. I would like to know. It's just, like, I know, like, I'm not going to say everything in Animation Look Back Blue Sky, like, because, like, I want to keep the flow of the story of how the movie was made. But, I am curious. Like, honestly, there are some things like I personally have never heard of before. So I am curious about like what would be the source of like where you've where you got these. I'm not questioning you. I'm just curious of like, where you also got your info, because that could also help on my part as well, where, like I could, I'm always welcome to know like any other additional sources of where you could find like these kinds of trivia for these movies. Anyways, for Horton Hears a Who, the kangaroo had another voice actress and she was going to burn down Horton's hut and was going to force repercussion. Jojo was going to talk more. The Can't Fight This Feeling musical number had a history. More on the back. And Ice Age 3, Buck was going to be voiced by Harrison Ford. Rudy's scene was considered too scary than a T-Rex. The pterodactyl scene was inspired by the battle in A New Hope. Also, that bit on my list, letter on my last letter, saying that me feeling your top 5 best and worst list was becoming personal was not a question but a command. I figured me writing a comment before would have been a tip off. Anyways, you get a chance to see my animated history video, and I am up to Sony Pictures Animation. Sincerely, Shane Vance. All right, thank you very much, Shane. Okay, anyways, let's see what else we got here. So our next letter is going to be from Hunter O'Laughlin from Elkhorn. From Elkhorn, Wisconsin. All right, from Elkhorn, Wisconsin. So let's see what Hunter has on this one. All right, so just make sure that I can open this properly. Oh, okay, we got several. We got several papers going on, but first, okay. All right, let's see here. Now, dear AniMat, I know it'll either be March or April by the time you receive this letter, since I'm writing this during the 3rd week of February. But the reason I didn't send a letter back in January or this month is because I wanted to wait till there was a break in the snowy weather to write my first letter of 2026. Excuse me. And I don't know if the strike with the Canadian Postal Service is still going on, but in the case if this is, I don't want any snow to further delay the delivery of my letter. On a side note, could you give me an update regarding the strike, if it is still going on, and if so, if there is something your fans have to worry about? Honestly, it's been quite a long time since I've heard of anything from the strike, but honestly, I don't think it's that much of an issue. I mean, I'm still able to do what's in the box so far. So I think when it comes to the Canada Post strike, we're pretty much good for now. Like, if there are any other significant updates to go and mention, I will let you know. But I will say for now, you don't have to go and worry about it anymore. Like, the strike is not an issue, so feel free to go and write whatever letters, and don't worry about any strikes or any delays with your letters or packages. Like, just have faith that it will come to me, and it'll be a part of this, or not part of this episode, but it will be part of a future episode of What's in the Box. Anyways, I have 2 questions for you, and they may be long, so I want to keep this letter short. Both are anniversary related. In relation to the Muppets' 50th anniversary, or the Muppet Show's 50th anniversary, if the original Muppet Show continued for an additional season, what are some special guest stars you'd have wanted to see for season 6? My choice would be Gene Wilder, Istok Perlman, Joan Rivers, Ken Page, and Debbie Reynolds. Also, ask the chat wall. Okay, that would be interesting, because you got to keep in mind that when it comes to season 6, let's say hypothetically, the Muppet Show would have gotten a season 6. So it would still be in the early 80s. So that would be an interesting question, but I will say Gene Wilder is a very good choice. Or Mel Brooks would also be really funny as well. No, I some people are saying Seth MacFarlane, Weird Al. I'm saying people, early 80s. Think about early 80s. This was even before Weird Al Yankovic. Let's see, the Jackson 5. Oh, that's a good one. Jackson 5 probably. Like I'm trying to think like like honestly that's a good I'm not sure when Michael Jackson kind of transitioned to his own solo career, but it would be either Jackson 5 or Michael Jackson. Freddie Mercury. Oh, that would be great, honestly. Freaking Freddie Mercury, that would be amazing. Oh my god, like a Queen episode of the Muppets. Oh, that would be a dream, man. Let's see. I think maybe Mickey Rooney, James Stewart, Richard Pryor, David Bowie. David Bowie would have been nice. Richard Pryor would definitely be funny. Or actually, I think like it was around. Maybe it's that time where he started, but some people are saying Adam West. I think Mary Tyler Moore might have been a guest. I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, like one that I thought of, like Eddie Murphy, because I think it was around the early 80s that Eddie Murphy was rising. So he would have probably been a good guess. Or Robin Williams. Robin Williams would have been a good one. George Carlin, or I don't know about George Carlin. Like at the time, he was like really in his adult phase. Rodney Dangerfield, maybe. Honestly, that would be, yeah, that is surprising. Rodney Dangerfield didn't make it in the Muppets. Betty White also. Okay, honestly, you guys are bringing up some very good guests. Honestly, like a lot of you suggested like some great ones. Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, David Bowie. Maybe Harrison Ford, maybe and Rodney Dangerfield and stuff. Okay, so you got some good. Okay, wow, you guys really got a lot of good ones going on. Anyways, let's see here. In relation to Pixar's 40th anniversary, if you were to update your list of the top 10 Pixar films from your animation look back on the studio, which of the Pixar's later films released since would you add? And which of the old films would remain? I provided the original list in the back of the letter to help remind you, considering it's been over a decade since you made it for Animation Look Back, the history of Pixar. My apologies, this letter has been short to accommodate the questions, but I promise the next letter will be longer. Signed, Hunter O'Laughlin. Hey, I mean, so far, I gotta say, you actually suggested some great questions, honestly. It was actually a lot of fun to think about, like, who would have been a guest star in season 6 of The Muppets. That was actually very enjoyable. If it was possible, Elvis Presley, Jeff Bridges also, he passed away before okay, yeah. I was thinking, it was like, was Elvis still alive at that time? Like, maybe he would have been a great choice to be in the Muppets, but yeah, honestly, anyways, let's see. In my old list that I made on Pixar, I had Brave, Monsters, Inc., Toy Story 2, Ratatouille, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Up, Toy Story, WALL-E, and Toy Story 3. Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, this list would have some significant updates because I know a lot of people complain about how Pixar is now, but lately they've made they still made a lot of great movies. I mean, like, I don't know specifically what would be in there. I mean, if I would have to guess, like if I would have to think, like, honestly, I would probably like cheat a little bit. I would lump all the Toy Story films in one big entity, like Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, they would be all in one spot, like, just to be fair. Also, like, Soul would definitely be added in. Soul has become one of my favorite animated movies and one of my favorite Pixar films. Like, that one was an absolute masterpiece. I'm trying to also think, Inside Out, the original Inside Out at least, and maybe Inside Out 2 as well, if we're talking about like being in the top 10. And on that note, there's also like a lot of very solid ones that came out in this decade so far, like Luca, Turning Red, and Hoppers as well. I would also consider those movies to also be added. Coco. Coco was also another one that could also be up for consideration. Trying to think also, maybe Incredibles 2, but that one, if we're talking about a top 10 Pixar films, that would be maybe, but I don't think it would make it on the list. And this is coming from a guy who actually really likes Incredibles 2. I think it is awesome. Not as good as the first, but still a fantastic movie. But yeah, honestly, there would be a bunch that I would have to think. But yeah, still, though, it's a little tricky to try to figure out how to incorporate them onto the list of the top 10 Pixar films, especially when they still got a lot of very strong ones that deserve to be in the top 10, like Ratatouille or Finding Nemo or WALL-E or The Incredibles, for example. So it's a little tricky, but I will say that if I would do a top 10 Pixar films now, it would be vastly different than what I did in the past. So I think with all that said, thank you very much, Hunter, for the letter right there and for the fun questions as well. And I almost forgot. We also got this. Let's see. Oh, okay. So apparently he did the different eras of Pixar. So this is before the movies with all the different shorts. And then, let's see, we then got what he calls the golden era from 1995 to 2010. So from Toy Story all the way down to Toy Story 3. Then we got what he calls the post-golden era. So this is from Cars 2 all the way to Toy Story 4. And then we got let's see here. That's an interesting name. The experimental era, going from Onward all the way to the upcoming Gato. All right, that's interesting. Although that is an interesting name for the experimental era. Or I guess you could say we could also go and argue about the different eras based on the leadership also. When Pixar, Pixar before they got bought by Disney, and then Pixar after they got bought by Disney, and then Pixar after John Lasseter was rightfully kicked out. They're you can also go and measure it based on those timelines as well. But I don't know. I guess that would be an entire question in itself. That would be a whole debate to try to figure out how do we measure the Pixar films based on their era. How do you measure out the eras of Pixar? That's honestly an interesting question and an interesting experiment. But anyways, thank you very much, Hunter O'Laughlin, for all of that. All right, so let's go and move on to our next one, in which we got something that is called the Gale Mail from Pottersville, California. Okay, let's see. How do I go and open this? Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's see what the Gale Mail has right over here. Okay, so, all right. Well, it looks like it has a bunch of papers, but let's see now. All right, dear AniMat, this is Mr. Mysterious here. This is Mr. Mysterious. Here are some questions for you. Warning, some of these questions may be outdated. Let's see. In Toy Story 5, do you think Jessie will lose her arm? Because if there is one thing I have noticed after watching all the Toy Story movies, one of the characters will lose a body part in the next... okay, so that's just the question for Toy Story 5. I don't know, honestly. That will be up to determination on how Toy Story 5 is going to be, but Honestly, I'm a lot more interested to know, like, in the I'm more interested to see like the psychological aspect of Jesse, which, based on the trailer that we have seen, or the last trailer we have seen, it looks like it's going to really get into that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm pretty excited to go and check out Toy Story 5. But I don't know about missing a body part. That's going to be like a little detail that we'll find out for later. Anyways, in the next Ice Age movie, do you think the humans will return? That I don't know. Those are things that I honestly have no clue. And especially when it comes to the next Ice Age movie, which is called Boiling Point, I can't, like, honestly, we don't really know much outside of the title. Like, maybe we know like a few of the returning characters that are going to be coming back, but that's pretty much it. So, again, those are details that I have no clue if they're going to happen. If the Croods gets a third movie, I think it will be about the Ice Age. After all, when you think about a caveman, well, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Also, Grug could die. After all, it's not the first time DreamWorks has killed off the dad character. Well, at this point, I guess we'll wait and see if there is a demand for a third Croods movie, because like right now, it's actually been quite a while since the second film and the series that they have made that spun off from that. So I guess we'll see. What the? Just gotta make sure I read this correctly. If Madagascar gets another movie, I think it will be about Julian trying to go back to his home, to his homeland. Read the back. Have you seen the puppet show called Brats of the Lost Nebula? No, I have not. Do you like to watch old Flash animations? I mean, well, I used to. I mean, like, I don't just, like, there are, like, a few of my personal favorites that I used to watch from, like, the pre-YouTube days, but nowadays, it's like, you know, I'm just moving forward. It's been a while since I've seen any of, like, those old Flash animations, whether it be like the End of the World or the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny and stuff like that. Let's see now. If Lightyear gets a sequel, here is my idea for the ending. Buzz accidentally travels back in time to ancient Earth, and then his spaceship crashes, and then he wakes up in an old house where he meets a red-haired cowgirl, a sheriff, and a sheep herder. Well, I mean, safe to say, I don't think we're going to be getting a Lightyear sequel now. And I mean, this is from someone who did enjoy Lightyear, like, or at the very minimum, who doesn't hate Lightyear as much as the internet does. But still, though, like, even I have to be realistic and think, like, nah, it ain't happening, dude. I don't think we're going to see a Lightyear sequel, at the very least, in a long time. Anyways, and at the end of Super Mario Galaxy movie, hopefully Chris Pratt will say, "Welcome to New Galaxy." We'll see, but still, though, I'm still not a fan of Chris Pratt as Mario, and I mean, just thinking about him trying to say that, it just, that feels like it's gonna be cringe. Anyways, I think YouTube is a sick joke. Why? Because when I wanted to buy SWAT Cats, I found out I have to buy one episode at a time. And I think that's, yep, and I think the letter ends there. Just a quick rant about YouTube. Okay, well then. Okay, we do have some other stuff, and it looks like we got some drawings over here. Whoops. So let's see. Okay, we got Kong Goku Super Saiyan 4 over here. So we got this drawing. Next up, we also got Godzilla Jr. Trunks. All right. Next up, we got Majin Buu Hedorah. And then the next one, we got... Oh, okay. Oh, so it's big. Oh, I see. Now I get it. Frieza Destroya. Okay, so it's basically like mixing Godzilla monsters and Kong with Dragon Ball Z characters. Okay, now I gotcha. Okay, I understand. Oh, and we do have another one here. hold on. We got one more I almost missed. Let's see. We got perfect. Another Destroyer, but it's Perfect Cell. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Mysterious. All right. So there we go. That's that one. And I believe we got one more letter to go through. And I believe this is another one from AK Golden, but this time it's in a big envelope. So let's see what we got in here. This one might be a little more special because it's not just in a letter. All right. So let's see what we got here. Okay. No, I think I need to cut a little bit more just to get inside this one. Okay, good. I was worried, like, if I opened it wrong and I won't be able to get in, but all right, I got access. I got the access. Anyways, okay, there's more. Here, I don't want to spoil what's in the back. Anyways, hi, Matt, AK Golden here again. On the day I wrote this letter, I have recently gone to an event in my state called Thrill Joy Tea Party at Toy Temple store where they sell Funko Pops. It wasn't exactly big or extravagant, but I did have a bit of fun, and it gave me a chance to meet 3 of my idols: C.H. Greenblatt, the creator of Chowder and Harvey Beaks, Nikki Jones, the voice of Chowder, and Candy Milo. While I was there, I had some photo ops, I had a chance to chat with them, and Greenblatt even signed a drawing I made of Chowder and Harvey, which ironically I drew before hearing Paramount was going to purchase Warner Brothers. One thing I like to point out is that when I was chatting with Candy, she shared some of the memories she had with Jeff Garcia before he passed, since she did voice a character on Jimmy Neutron, Nick Dean. She said that he was a fun and funny guy to work with, and she misses him so much, though she also stated he has a bit of a smoking and drinking habit, even in poor health, which in hindsight makes a lot of sense. Oh, well then. That unfortunately explains kind of a bit. So even when his health wasn't the best, he hasn't been taking care of himself, sadly. I do wish he could have at least lived to see the 25th anniversary screening of the Jimmy Neutron movie. As for Greenblatt, I told him that I love the shows he made and how we both wish that Harvey Beaks would have gotten a 3rd season had it not been canceled, especially when they had plans for that, but Nick treated the show very poorly. The big reason I like meeting and speaking with these people is because, as I've stated, I could tell that they take a lot of pride in what they've made, and it warms their hearts to know that fans still remember and love their works, especially the underrated ones. The event was small, but still pretty fun, and I was lucky to get a couple of souvenirs, and I am truly grateful. From AK Golden. P.S. As I am writing this, I just seen a new Loud House special episode. I won't say what it's about, but it has the main character Lincoln Loud wearing an orange fedora, which reminds me of you. And here's some pics of souvenirs that I got at an event and a list of my favorite voice roles from Candy Milo. Yeah, maybe it's from AK Golden, but I have seen a few posts people have sent me pointing out that Lincoln Loud was wearing an orange fedora in one episode. I did see that. All right, so let's see what's in the back here. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's just one picture, but all right. So we got AK Golden here. He did erase his face, but here he is with Candy Milo, and he did put up a list of the Candy Milo voice roles that he knows, like Dexter from Dexter's Lab after Christine Cavanaugh, Coco, Mama Foster and Cheese from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Snap from Chalk Zone, Dr. Nora Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot, Little Red Riding Hood from Two Stupid Dogs. Oh, I remember that one. Oh my god. That's probably honestly, it's one of the craziest Little Red Riding Hood characters from Two Stupid Dogs. It's she would be one of the loudest characters in that show. Oh my god, it just brings me back to when I would love watching Two Stupid Dogs. Anyways, Miss Diaz from Stanley and Petunia Pig from The Day the Earth Blew Up. And here is right over here is his drawing of Chowder and Harvey Beaks, which it is signed by C.H. Greenblatt. All right, thank you, AK. Woo, that was honestly a nice story that you shared. So, with all that said, it is now time that we are going to go on to the packages right over here. And why don't we go and start out small? And we got this interesting one, which I don't know who it's from, but it's like vacuum sealed, and it's obviously either a DVD or a Blu-ray. So I'm curious to know what this is. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? All right. Okay, come on. Come on. All right, and what we got here is... Oh, this is interesting. It's a DVD of Creature Comforts America. I didn't even know Creature Comforts had an American series, but oh, this is interesting. Featuring unscripted voices of the American public. Oh, this is gonna be a fascinating watch. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I really enjoy watching Creature Comforts. Honestly, it's a great series, and honestly, I would even say a very underrated series from Aardman. Like, a lot of people love talking about like Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep, but Creature Comforts is another great one. Honestly, this is another great that we need to talk more about. Such a great thing. So yeah, apparently there's an American version of it. Okay, I'm curious to see like what this is all about. Awesome. All right. So whoever sent this to me, thank you so much. Ooh, this is very nice. I'll just put this over here. And all right, I think I got a whole batch of packages that I got, and it's from the Hong Kong person. So yeah, like this over here and this one also is from the Hong Kong person. And yes, it's the same one. So honestly, I don't know what's going to be in store, but hold on a sec. Just got to make sure. I got to open this correctly. Oop, okay, don't want to cut myself now. Okay, I didn't cut myself. All right, so let's see now. What do we have in this? Because keep in mind, like he said, like the dude sent me like 3 big things. If I can open this correctly also. Oh, okay, there's also the latch. Gotta make sure I remember the latch. All right, let's see now. And we got a whole bunch of Blu-rays and DVDs. So let's see. In this one, we got Beverly Hills Chihuahua. All right. We got, okay, this is not a bad choice. We got the 21 Jump Street movie with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Let's see. Oh, actually, you know, I've always been curious to see this one, but I haven't yet for some reason. I got Rocket Man. Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh, this almost feels like vintage, like one of the first Blu-rays ever. Case in point, I got freaking Chicken Little. Oh my god. Oh, and the next one is a bit the same thing. Like, it's in the same style. It's The Wild. So it's very fascinating to see the Blu-rays in this style in particular, because this is like when they first came out. This is like when Blu-rays began and they were fighting against, like they were competing against HD DVDs in order to be like the next DVDs. So yeah, oh my god. Let's see, next ones we got here. Oh, okay, so we got the Pirates, Band of Misfits. And oh, we also got Surf's Up. And then oh geez. we got, oh boy, we got the old man trying to be a high school kid. Dear Evan Hansen. Okay, this one feels a lot more like a freaking joke gift, but yeah, apparently I got this now. And finally, oh boy, we got a DVD of Wonder Park. That little thing right over here. I just want to check the back. Like, nope, not even in the back do they even credit the director in this. Oh boy, what a mess of a movie this thing was. Okay, so that's just the first batch, by the way. So that's number 1 right there. Now let's go to number 2. So yes, I got a second Hong Kong package from the same person. So let's see what we got in this. All right, so first and foremost, we got Trolls World Tour on Blu-ray, which I'm not a fan of the Trolls movies, but I will give it that World Tour is honestly the best one, especially when, I gotta give it credit, I love the world building in this. Like, they were really onto something with this one. Let's see now. We also got the box Trolls. Very nice. And oh my god. Yo, what a coincidence! We were just talking about this movie, and lo and behold, I actually got it. I got Harold and the Purple Crayon. So, I mean, like, if I would do an AniMat watches, I got the materials needed in order to check it out now. Wow, what a coincidence, man. What a coincidence. Anyways, okay, next up we got The Lone Ranger. Oh boy, not really. I think I remember I saw it like a long time ago and not a fan. It was like too obvious of like trying too hard to be Pirates of the Caribbean but Western, and Johnny Depp trying to be a Native American man is just no. Let's see. We also got the Peter Rabbit movie, and we got its sequel as well. Anything else? Oh, hold on a sec. We also got another thing. We got Peter Rabbit coloring pencils. Or no, sorry. Peter Rabbit 2, see the movie, 6 times coloring pencils. We got pencils from Peter Rabbit 2. All right. So, that's another round right there. And believe it or not, we're not done yet with the Hong Kong guy. We got one more. We got one more to get into. Okay, we got another Hong Kong package from the same person. Let's see if I can... Oh, lift tab. Oh, okay, I didn't know they had these. Okay, that's helpful. And in this one... I might as well pick them all up at once. All right, let's see. We got Vince Vaughn's Delivery Man. I've never really heard of this one, but okay. Okay, so we got Toy Story 3. Very nice, very nice. We also got McFarlane USA with Kevin Costner. And apparently it's a Disney movie. I've never heard of this one, but I guess it's one of Disney's, like, yeah, based on a true story, like those inspirational sports movies that they would do, or like there was a period where like they were really into like those inspirational based on a true story sports movies. So there is that. Oh, this is a nice choice. We also got The Pursuit of Happiness. All right, this I'll give it. This is a nice movie. And we also got Into the Woods, or the movie of Into the Woods. Okay, holy crap. How many is that? Just want to be sure. Like, it's kind of like, honestly, this, keep in mind, this is not the first time that this Hong Kong guy would keep sending me a whole batch of like DVDs and Blu-rays. Like, oh my God. Like, I think on this episode, it's like, if we count it, it's like almost 20. But it's either the dude is like stupidly rich to the point where money is no object, or they must own, or like his family must own some kind of like home media store with a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays, or maybe the dude is just really bad with money. And I don't know. If it's the latter, then that has me honestly very concerned that they are making some real poor financial decisions, because if you're just going to keep buying, and not to mention also paying for the shipping to bring it all the way to Canada from Hong Kong, it's just boy, man, it's concerning. Like, there's a part of me that kind of wonders, I'll be honest, I'm not going to go and keep all of them on my collection, like with all my other DVDs and Blu-rays, especially when there are some that I already have, like Toy Story 3 and Surf's Up and stuff like that. So it kind of makes me wonder, like, what am I gonna do with many of these? I mean, yeah, like there is a solution. I'll go and like send it to send it to charity, or send it to send it to like a donation place. Like there is that, but still, it's like you know the feeling like when you get so many things and you're like, what the fridge am I going to do with all this? So that's kind of the feeling that I get every time like the Hong Kong guy keeps sending me stuff. But anyways, all right, so we got that. Bro, this Hong Kong guy could buy you a lifelong membership at Hong Kong Disneyland. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, that honestly, that would be great. I mean, if they're from Hong Kong, that would be something I would love to have. If they could send me like stuff that's exclusive from Hong Kong Disneyland, oh, that would make things up for so much of all this. I would be so down for that. Oh, that would be wonderful. I would love to get things from I would love to get things from Hong Kong Disneyland. All right, anyways, we got more things going on. Let's see. And we got this long stick. We got this long tube thing in which I don't know if it says where it's from or who sent it to me, but I got to know, what the fridge is this? I mean, it could be a poster, but I don't know. It's not every day that I get something from a long tube. All right, so let's see now. I'm kind of excited to see what's inside. Hold on a sec. What do we got here? What do we got here? How do I open? Better question. How the fridge do I open this? Hold on. Nope. Okay. I was hoping shaking out the top could actually help, but alas, it might not be the best idea. So... Come on. Okay. Oh, I got... It's giving. It's coming out. All right. Whew. Now let's see. What is this? All right. Is this it? Oh, okay. There's something inside. Like, honestly, I just got this. I got another tube. I was worried for a sec where it's like, did someone send me, like, packages? Is this just this, like, packaging tape or something? Or like, what is this? Okay, hold on a sec. There might be something inside. Let's see now. Just gotta... Hold on a sec. Just gotta open this. Whoa, boy. Okay, maybe not the wisest way to cut. Oh, whoops, sorry. I think I knocked my camera a bit. Didn't mean to do that. Just, I still don't realize that I'm holding a long tube. All right, so what is this? What is this thing? If I unravel it, do we get... What the... Let's see. What? What the... What? Okay, I need to back out for a little bit. I gotta show you this. It's a freaking... It's a big-ass poster of Yeah, it's a big poster of Despicable Me 2. Hold on a sec. Look at this. It's a freaking... And it's all Minions. I got a big-ass Minions poster. What the fridge? Look at this. Look at this. All Minions. All Minions. Oh, boy. Well, I gotta say, this is a first for what's in the box. Oh, like an all Minions poster, and it's for freaking Despicable Me 2. Now, granted, I will say it is probably my favorite of the Despicable Me films, but still, like, this I will say is a very funny surprise. I actually do enjoy this. Like, holy crap! Like, wow. I don't know if I can put it. I don't know if there's like room in my walls to like have this up, especially like for a poster that's just nothing but Minions. Oh boy, this is... I will say, this is funny, but it's also very nice. Whoever sent me that, thank you so much. Holy crap. Oh boy, now, without further ado, however, after all that, I have one more box, and it's this big boy right over here. And apparently, okay, we do have a name, and it's apparently is from Evan Ponte or Port. Is it Ponte? Just want to double check if, yeah, Evan Ponte from Fishkill, New York. So let's see what this big box has in store. Oh boy. Let's see what we got here. Why is this box so big? It's okay. Hold on a sec. Can I open it like this? Okay, hold on a sec. I think I know what to do. Go from underneath. Go in for a sneak attack. Go underneath. Did it work? Hold on a sec. At this point, I'll need some strength. There we go. And whoops. Okay. I think this one I still need to cut. Hold on a sec. Sorry for the wait, people. I'm doing the best I can. All right. And we got here. Let's see. Okay, first off. Well, oh, okay. Well, at least it's in nice quality. We got the Blu-ray of Ferdinand. I guess this will be some extra material to go and help me out for the future part of Animation Look Back Blue Sky. So I got Ferdinand in my hands. And let's see what we got here. Oh, this is definitely to help out with Animation Look Back. Because on top of that, I got the art of Ferdinand. I got like the book on the art of Ferdinand. Of course, forward by Carlos Saldana and written by Tara Bennett. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. All right. Definitely got the materials I need to go and discuss about Ferdinand. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be fascinating. Okay, so where can I put this? All right. Okay, wow, this is definitely a very fun and surprising round. Okay, that is actually very nice right there. So I think at this point, I got some time to go and do a Q&A, or if you guys want to go and ask me any questions, feel free to do so. So if you have anything you would like to go and discuss, or anything you would like to ask, or if there's anything you want to talk about, feel free to do so. Now's the time that we could go and have a nice little chat, you know? All right, so let's see what we got here. With the recent trailer for the live-action remake of Moana and Josh D'Amaro recently becoming Disney's new CEO, I've been hearing rumors that we could potentially see the end of these live-action remakes for good. What is your take on this? Yeah, honestly, I have seen like some people talked about it, and some people say that now that Disney is under new management with Josh D'Amaro and Dana Walden, they say that maybe they're going to stop making these live action remakes. But for me personally, I feel like that's something that I'm going to believe it when I see it. Like, I will believe it when they would say, when either they would go and actually say it, or that they would stop putting out these live action remakes, because so far it doesn't look like there's any signs that they're going to truly stop so far. I mean, like, as I am recording this, literally just today, they announced that they're thinking about making another like Cinderella remake, but just focusing on the stepsisters. Like they just announced that. So, and this is not even to mention that they're still trying to build up a lot of hype for the upcoming Tangled remake, especially now that we officially got Catherine Hahn being Mother Gothel. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of anticipation for that one. So again, honestly, I don't think I'm not going to go and immediately believe that, oh, now it's going to end, they're going to stop it. Because honestly, that just sounds like wishful thinking from the internet. Like, those are just rumors being spread so that people who are desperate to just hear what they want to hear, that they would go and spread it around on things like Twitter or Facebook and stuff like that. So like they would just keep their hopes up, hoping that maybe one day things are going to desperately go their way and stuff like that. So for me, honestly, like, I don't know. I'm not going to immediately say that, oh, it's going to happen. So like, again, I'll believe that when I see it. But for now, I'm just disregarding those rumors. Anyways, let's see now. Wait, breaking news. Disney exits OpenAI and Sora. What? Hold on a sec. Okay, hold on a sec. Yo, what is this? What is this, people? Holy crap, this is interesting. Oh, we kind of have a little bit of like a sudden, like, this might be like a sudden add-on that I could talk about in AniMat's Crazy Cartoon Cast, but still, like, you might as well go and catch like the first reaction right over here. Check this out, everyone. Disney exits OpenAI deal after AI giant shutters Sora. Excuse me? Okay, so hold on a sec. In a surprise move, OpenAI will shut down its Sora AI video app just months after it was first launched. And this is from The Hollywood Reporter, by the way. Oh my goodness. Hold on. A source material with the matter tells The Hollywood Reporter that Disney is also exiting the deal it signed with OpenAI last year, in which it pledged to invest $1 billion in the company and agreed to license some of its characters for use in Sora. Yo, let's freaking go, man. Holy crap. Okay, wow, now that's what I'm talking about. I mean, Disney took honestly, it was a stupid deal that Disney got into in the first place, but now hearing them backing out of this, let's freaking go. And not to mention, apparently the Sora AI app is going down, so yeah, like, already, this is very positive news. Like, for those of you who are wondering of, like, you know, hearing about the downfall of AI and stuff like that, this is a critical blow. Like, if OpenAI, one of the biggest AI companies, have to shut down something like Sora, like, if they decided they got to go and take a big L on that, oh my God, this is actually exciting to hear. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yo, no way. Fine. Oh, okay. It looks like we also got a comment from Disney, and I just saw this. Apparently, this is from a Disney spokesperson. Let's see now. Now with the OpenAI deal is dead, though the company could ink a deal with another AI giant. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, you can't win them all. Let's see. As the nascent AI field advances rapidly, we respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business, and to shift its priorities elsewhere. We appreciate the constructive collaboration between our teams and what we learned from it, and we will continue to engage with AI platforms. We will continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are, while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IPs and the rights of creators. I don't know, Disney. If you really want to do that, just get out of there in general, man. But hey, at least they're not going to be wasting $1 billion on a stupid thing like Sora, OpenAI Sora. Okay, so Disney is not giving up on AI just yet. But I mean, hey, let's take the wins when we can. Let's take the wins when we do see them. Like, at least, like, with OpenAI shutting down on Sora, and Disney is no longer making a deal, at least with them, at least that is something. Okay, well, that's all right. That's some pretty unexpected and exciting news right there. Let's see. What else do we have over here? Anybody else want to bring up something to go and discuss? Let's see. Hi, Matt. It's Aurélien from France. I won't be able to send you any mail as long as the Middle East conflict is still going. Kerosene prices through the roof in Europe. 2 questions. Have you done the Toronto-Vancouver 4-day-long train ride? Thinking of doing that for my Canada trip. And would you be down if there was a future movie about the life of Oscar Fitzgerald? Shout out to the Hick critic for that wonderful idea. That's all from me. Have a wonderful day. Not Fitzgerald, Fischinger, Oscar Fischinger. I'm not familiar who that person is, so I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know. But honestly, no, I haven't done the train ride. In fact, it's been a long time since I've actually been on a train, actually. I mean, my go-to modes of transportation are either car or plane. So in that regards, no, I haven't done that train ride, actually. And I mean, like, on top of the fact that since I am from Montreal, like, I'd still have to go, like, it's still like a long travel in itself to do, like, from Montreal to Toronto in the first place in order to go and do that. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. I'll be attending a Q&A event about Jennifer Lee's first graphic novel called As I Dream of You in May. I'm assuming she's starting writing this after leaving her chief creative officer position of Disney Animation and while doing Frozen 3, which, by the way, she's very happy about not doing CCO anymore. She felt free. I can't wait to support her graphic novel. Also, what are your thoughts on Trent Corey co-directing Frozen 3? It's honestly an interesting choice, I will say, with the choice of Trent Corey. And by the way, before we continue, I just want to go and have a quick look on Trent Corey, just to at least remind myself about what he has also done. Let's see. Oh, okay. He's one of the directors of Once Upon a Studio. Oh, now I see why he got that position, actually. All right. Well, in that case, considering he's going to be the co-director, I am openly curious to see how that's going to go. But at the same time, though, I will say it is a little bit of a surprise that it is going to be Trent Corey, because I am curious about what's going on with Chris Buck. Like, is he still doing okay? Is he still working at Disney? I'm wondering how he has been. Like, I know, like, I understand, like, he took, like, it must have been quite a blow to get that reception from Wish, but, you know, like, I will say, when it comes to Chris Buck, like, I really enjoyed the stuff that he has done with Disney. And I mean, like, he has established himself as a very solid director with, like, Tarzan, the Frozen films, Wish, and not to mention, like, the stuff outside of Disney, like with Surf's Up. So honestly, like, a part of me is happy that Trent Corey is going to be co-directing Frozen 3, but at the same time, I am curious about how things are with Chris Buck, and I'm just hoping that, you know, things are still doing okay with him. Like, honestly, I really like that director. I love what he has done, and hopefully he's doing okay. All right. Let's see now. Well, any other questions or comments that people may have? With D23 coming back this year, do you have any predictions of what they could show off there? Very good question, actually. Considering there is going to be D23, and one thing that I've always thought about, like, they're going to make a big deal is going to be the Muppets. I mean, technically this year, it is the 50th anniversary of the Muppet Show. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to make some kind of big announcement related to the Muppets. Or better yet, like, one thing that I could go and predict right now is that they'll probably announce that they're going to do a full season of that new Muppet Show, the one that started with the special with Seth Rogen and Sabrina Carpenter. That's one thing that they could make a big announcement for, like, especially like with how very well received that Muppet Show special had gotten. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to save that big surprise for that time at D23. Other announcements, I mean, like, maybe some of the upcoming lineups, like, of course, they're going to reveal some new info. Like with Pixar, they're going to talk a bit about what's going to be to come with stuff like Gato and maybe Incredibles 3 as well. And maybe one of the new original animated films they've mentioned, rather it be like the musical with Domi Shi or the other one like the Ono Street or something like that. I kind of forgot the title. So they could also talk about that. For sure with Disney Animation, they'll also discuss about like Hexed and Frozen 3 as well. And maybe they'll also give us some extra info about the Tangled remake that I'm also predicting as well. Any other stuff? I guess we will have to wait and see, honestly. In terms of theme parks, I'm thinking maybe we're going to go and get a little bit more info. Actually, you know what? I'll have to be right back. I know this is a little bit weird to do right now, but I do have to use the bathroom, so I'm just going to go and like put up a little bit of a break. But it's just right now it feels like a little bit of an emergency. So let's just go and I'll put this on. I know this is technically for AniMat's Crazy Cartoon Cast, but I'll just have to be right back. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I just really had to go at that point. It's just, I kind of felt it inside me, and it was like you gotta go. It's like, now, please, come on. So that's why I just had to go and do that. Anyways, let's see. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, D23, and we got an update on. Hold on a sec. We got an update on Chris Buck. Hold on. I'm sure Chris Buck is doing fine. He did help with Malcolm Pierce for Versa, which is coming out this Friday on Disney+. Oh, that's right. It's been a while since I've heard about that. I am curious to see what that's going to be like. Okay. All right. As long as he's okay, then all right. That's good to know. Let's see now. Let's see. If you haven't seen it yet, Mouse PI for Hire is getting a physical release in July. The game will still be released digitally in April, but still, it's nice to have the option. Oh, definitely. That is definitely very nice. And I am still planning for next month. I want to do an AniMat Plays on Mouse PI for Hire, and hopefully it will be getting some very good ratings because honestly, like the classic style did definitely got me curious. And anyways, going back to the discussion about what's coming up on D23. So I see someone also mentioned something related to Doomsday and Secret War. Oh, absolutely. They will be talking about that. Maybe more discussions about like upcoming Star Wars movies and like the Marvel stuff. Definitely, for sure. But with theme parks, since I'm also very interested in the theme parks, definitely in terms of like the expansions for the Magic Kingdom, like we'll have a huge update on Villains Land and also an update on the Cars section in the Magic Kingdom, that little park idea that they have. Other than that, maybe we'll get a little bit more of an idea of Space Mountain in Tomorrowland at Tokyo Disneyland, since that's been in construction for a while. And I'll even say that last year I actually did see that thing in construction. So that's just just a little thing that I'm happy to go and say. But yeah, honestly, there's going to be a lot that they're going to go and announce for D23 for sure. So I guess we'll see. Anyways, any other questions? Any other comments? Disney just released a Mickey Plus short in which he meets Bluey and her family, and the whole Clubhouse Plus gang play musical statues with the Healer family. Has anyone been able to see that crossover or get a chance to see that? Honestly, I did see it a little bit. I did see I didn't see the entirety of it, but I did see like pop up in my feed like on Facebook and stuff like that from time to time, just saying like I am aware that the Mickey Mouse gang, or like technically the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse gang, met up with Bluey. So I guess that little crossover, or like Mickey and Bluey crossing over, was kind of inevitable. But I mean, it's cute. Like from what I've seen, it definitely is a very nice, wholesome, and cute little thing right there. Let's see. And I see some people are asking me about part 3 of on Animation Look Back Blue Sky. Honestly, it's coming along very nicely. I will say it's coming along very well. I mean, I'm still in the starting phase of it, but I am getting the ball rolling on it, and I'm still working on like doing the research and writing, starting with Rio. So part 3 is still coming along, and hopefully, if things go well, then I am hoping that part 3 will be coming out at the end of April. That's what I'm honestly aiming for. But for now, I'm still working on it, and there'll probably be a break where I'll have to set it aside so that I'll have to go and put my focus onto making the Super Mario Galaxy movie review. But so far, I will say, like, I'm still in the starting, and like I'm still kind of starting working on that project, but it is still going well. Just thought I would go and let you know on that. And honestly, any other questions to go? And one suggestion, someone asked, make a tier list of DreamWorks animation characters that would probably say the F-bomb, and can you make one for the DreamWorks animation villains too? Well, I mean, that would be kind of a big list right there. Maybe with the DreamWorks villains, but I guess we'll have to see. But I mean, I'm glad there's still like people out there who are enjoying the tier list of who would be most likely to drop the F-bomb. Those are honestly still pretty fun to go and create. And I mean, they could turn out to be like big videos, but still, though, it's a lot of fun. And I mean, the last one I did was, well, what was it again? It was the Disney villains one. And it was, yeah, and that was another one that was great to go and analyze like all the different Disney villains and like thinking about what they actually swear. So there was that. And I think with all that said, that should do it for this round of What's in the Box. And honestly, this episode turned out to be much bigger than planned, but I want to thank everybody who has participated in this, rather it be, I want to thank everybody who has sent me a letter, a package, and for those of you who have joined me in the chat wall right over here. And if you would like to go and send me something and be a part of a future episode of What's in the Box, then all you have to do is send your letter or package to Matt Brunet or AniMat, P.O. Box 96514, Kirkland, RPO, Brunswick, Quebec, H9H5L4, Canada. And with all that said, people, I would like to go and say thank you all so much for joining me on this. And until next time, see you later, dudes.